Well, hi, hello, my dear students. Welcome to my video lecture class. Right up to now, I uploaded few lectures on the topic horizontal projection. Today, I would like to discuss few more applications on the topic horizontal projection. Already, we discussed nearly 4 applications on the topic horizontal projection. This horizontal projection plays a crucial role in competitive exams like NEET and JEE. And one more thing, these problems are easy to solve it. Okay, whether you know the fundamentals, if you know the applications, if you know the concept, whatever the questions given based upon this concept, it is easy to solve it. Right now, I will start my session. So today we are going to discuss few applications about this horizontal projection. These applications are very important, right? So horizontal projection application. So I consider application 5. So here, when a body projected from tower H1 to H2, tower H1 to H2. Here two towers are there. Body projected from tower H1 to tower of height H1 to H2. Then find distance between two towers. And time taken by body to reach from tower 1 to tower 2. Time taken by body to reach from tower 1 to tower 2. This is a application. First of all, observe what is given here. When one person project a body horizontally from tower 1 to tower 2. So I represented in diagram form. So this is tower 1. Tower 1 has height, I consider H1. So this is tower 2. Tower 2 has a consider height is H2. So now body is projected horizontally. With velocity u meter per second. Distance between the two towers. Let d the distance between two towers. Let H1 comma H2 are two towers heights. Here H1 must greater than H2. H1 is must greater than H2. So body projected horizontally from with velocity u meter per second from tower 1 to tower 2. Body projected horizontally with velocity u meter per second from tower 1 to tower 1 to tower 2. Tower 1 to tower 2. Let d be the distance between two towers. Distance between two towers. Let t be the time taken by a body to move from tower 1 to tower 2. Okay, so first one, distance between towers. Distance between two towers. Distance between two towers, d is equal to, so d is a distance now here. What is formula of distance now? We know that velocity is equal to distance by time. So distance is equal to velocity into time. So here velocity is u, time is t. Already you consider t means here time taken by a body to reach from tower 1 to tower 2. So t is equal to distance, d is equal to u into t. So this is a formula for distance between two towers. Next, second one. What we need to find second? Time taken by a body to reach tower 1 to tower 2. Time taken by a body to reach tower 1 to tower 2. So that is equal to t is equal to, generally what is this one? Time of descent. Time taken by a body to reach the ground. Time taken by a body to reach some certain ground level, that is called time of descent. Time of descent formula square root of 2h by g. 2h by g. Is it or not? Time taken by body to reach the ground, time of descent formula 2h by g. Here I consider 2h by g. What about h here? So h means this height. This height is h here, because body travels this much of height only. Observe carefully. This is total tower height h1. This is tower height, the second tower height h2. Body covers distance is h only. Is it or not? This much of distance only body covers. That's why h is equal to, I consider h is what my here? h1 minus h2. Substitute here, square root of 2 into h1 minus h2 by g. So this is time taken by a body to reach from tower 1 to tower 2. Okay, so this is application number 5 in horizontal projection. So please observe carefully, friends. Whenever questions are given based upon horizontal projection, if one body is projected horizontally from tower 1 to tower 2, or one cliff to another cliff, like this is given, so you must consider time taken by a body to reach the second tower. Formula 2 into square root of 2 into h1 minus h2 by g. Okay, and distance between the two towers is velocity into time, because distance means what now? Velocity into time. Here velocity means u, t means square root of 2 into h1 minus h2 by g. So this is whole thing about this application. Next, we are going to discuss another application, most important application. So please observe carefully, ma. Right. Right. Now we are going to discuss application number 6. Enjoy the subject, ma. Enjoy subject. If you enjoy the subject, if you learn the concept, it is easy to solve. Any question is given in horizontal projection. That assurance I am given 100%. You are going to be solve each and every problem given in horizontal projection. But you must do one thing. Just follow my lectures regularly and watch it and do the work whatever I given. That's it. So now application number 6. So here, so if you consider a body that is also projected horizontally, okay, that is also projected horizontally from steps, okay, staircase is there like this. So this is staircase, right? So here, so 7 steps are there. Step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, step 5. So lot of steps are there. If bodies moves on staircase, okay, like these are all our staircase from first step to last step horizontally with velocity u meter per second. This is a very important application. Please be focused, right? So with velocity u meter per second, let b be the width of each step, and h be the height of each step. Let h be the height of each step. Okay. Let n be the total number of steps in staircase. Let n be the total number of steps in staircase. Right. Now, so each step height is h and width is b. Okay. So now height h is equal to formula half gt square. Already you know. H is equal to formula half gt square. Here how many steps are there? N steps are there. That means nh is equal to half gt square. And again, this is equation 1. I can see. So here the width of each step b is equal to velocity into time. Velocity into time. Here, ball is here. So this can be traveled like this. This can be traveled like this. Traveled like this. Here it will be position. Right. B is equal to u into t. Here, how many number of steps are there? N number of steps are there. Each step width is what? B. So that's why it is n into d. Right. And b is equal to u into t. So that's it. So we got two equations here. From this, t is equal to n b by 2. So from second equation, t is equal to nb by 2. This t is equal to nb by 2 is substituted in first equation. So t is equal to nb by 2 value substituting first equation. So then what we got, nh is equal to half gt square. Okay, so nh is equal to half g into t square means nb by u whole square. So from this, nh is equal to half g into n square b square u square. So from this, here n square going to be cancelled, and we got here n is equal to 2hu square by gb square. 2hu square by gb square. So this is very important. Okay. So here n means total number of steps. Right. Here what we consider. So how the questions are asked from based upon this concept horizontal projection. So simply questions are given like this. If your body is moves on staircase step by step like this, then how many number of steps it is moving on staircase, like that questions are asked. At that time you can apply this formula, n is equal to 2hu square by gb square. This is a very important formula whenever questions are asked based upon this concept. For example, sometimes asked height of each step. From this height of each step, h is equal to n into gb square by 2u square. Okay, height of each step. So it is also easy to find. So this is about application number 6. So I hope you are all understood this lecture. Okay, if you had any doubt, please mention in comment box. So today session we discussed two important applications. Okay, these two important applications are very important for solving numericals in competitive exams. So so thank you for watching my videos. Thank you so much.